done bad like they want Fred West. Have me killer lyrics it under me mattress. Only pull them out when me in a contest. Then me make sure all matters are dressed. Me get one step to me, then be my guest. This a one artist, when I feel less. Can't take me down on my self-address. Me get negative and left you in a darkness. He done bad like they want Fred West. Have me killer lyrics it under me mattress. Only pull them out when me in a contest. Me get negative and left you in a darkness. Dark.
1 second.
Wait.
He done bad like they want Fred West. Have me killer lyrics it under me mattress. Only pull them out when me in a contest. Then me make sure all matters are dressed. Me get one step to me, then be my guest. This a one artist, when I feel less. Can't take me down on my self-address. Me get negative and left you in a darkness. He done bad like they want Fred West. Have me killer lyrics it under me mattress. Only pull them out when me in a contest. Me get negative and left you in a darkness. Dark.
That's strange. Wait.
1 second.
Yo, yo, yo. Hello, humans. Let me just make sure everything is looking good and performing like set up the way it's supposed to be set up. Why do I look red? Why do I look so red? What? Oh, wait. I have it on the... Here, wait 1 second. Oh, yeah, I do look red. What the fuck? Why do I look so red? Hold up a sec. I don't look this red in real life. I mean, I just took a shower, but I think it's the camera. Hold up a sec. Let me just do some simple... Did I look this red last time? I don't think I did. Let me just do some quick color correction. Where the fuck is the... Oh, there we go. I don't know why I look so... Huh. There we go. Yep. All right. Good to go. Good to go, everybody. Oh, wait. I need to set up the chat. Sick. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. I know, right? I look beautiful. I've never ascended this much with my looks maxing before. Get on my level. You can't even see my jawline. That's how fucking sick I look right now. All right. Here, let me put this back up here. I'll just put it right here. All right. In a second, I will post the line, the cue, I should say. Hope you guys are all having an epic day. It does look radioactive. I'm going to change it in a second. We may or may not have reached our limit for free slots. Oh, wait, let's see. One, or here, let me make the list. And then we shall see. So, oh, just bear with me 1 moment. 1 moment, please. Actually, I'll play a banger tune in the meantime while I do this. It'll take 2 seconds.
Feeling so out of place. Take a look at my face.
Rip Oliver Tree.
In control. Every bit of my all. You didn't catch my fall. 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 You took a bit of my soul. You took a bit of my soul. You took a bit of my soul.
So when I when I finish, oh, I can turn it down right here. Hell yeah. Anyways, I'll post the list in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, make sure to join. I'm just gonna put it in general chat. I think I'm gonna start having the Discord be the main place people go. Wait, I should probably take off the saturation. But the Discord will probably be the I'm gonna start having people just go to the Discord for the submission link in the announcements, or maybe I'll even make a separate channel for feedback streams, so we can get, you know, the Discord a little more active again, back to the old days. Wait, what the fuck? Why did? All right, I'm almost done with the list. I'll put this back on.
You took a bit of my soul and you left a hole. You took a bit of my soul. You took a bit of my
Thanks, Avetus.
You took a bit of my soul. You took a bit of my
soul.
You took a bit of my soul and you left a hole. You took a bit of my soul and you left a hole.
It's kind of like Of the Trees vibes, now that I think about it. That's cool. If you're not aware, this is off of a 10-year-old album that Getter put out before Visceral, and not a lot of people know about it. It's called Planet Neutral, and it was his Planet Neutral is an anagram for Tanner Petula, which is Getter's real name. And it has 3 Oliver Tree collabs on it. It was like right before Oliver Tree started really putting out bangers. Or I mean, like before he started his like main project. Yeah, I'm gonna change it. It's just temporarily saturated. I love that there's someone on here just named Yeah Boy Music. Aeneas. All right, I have the list. We have hit max capacity of free feedbacks. I'll post the list in the chat, or actually not. It won't look right, so I'm gonna post it in the Discord. So if you want to see the list, look in the Discord. Hey, yo. Free feedback slots are full, but still come hang and give feedback if you want, and you can always donate and skip the line. Beautiful. All right. So, I have proven you all wrong. We have, oh wait, I need to take off the saturation. I can't, y'all aren't gonna, it looks too ridiculous. Well, I don't know why it looks so red on here, but I guess I can fix it another time. Actually, maybe I just need to mess with the tint. Does it let me do this and do that in fucking, in here? Oh, apply LUT maybe? Oh, I need to just make a LUT. So in future streams, I'm gonna start like relearning how to be a streamer, because I want to have like my Stream Deck set up. I want to have like sound effects. Like I want to have it be like now playing when I'm like waiting, so we can just give credit to like the people whose music I play in the background sometimes. So we're gonna make this shit official. We got moderators. We got the Discord. Eventually, it's gonna turn into a whole thing. Just trust the vision. Damn. So I guess there's not a way for me to just change the tint. So yeah, I guess I look red. I don't know why I look red. It's not what I really look like. So whatever. Okay, Google, activate pink and green mode. There. Now at least it's like makes sense why I would look red. Oh, you know what? Wait, I forgot. I am professional streamer. There we go. Boom. We're back. Let's go. Oh, that's better. Yes. Now you can see my beautiful complexion. Okay. One last thing, and then we'll go ahead and get started with Kratoal first, which Kratoal had like the craziest song last time. So I'm super hyped for that. So here, let me just put this up here, and then I'm gonna put this down here, and then we're gonna get started. But yeah, welcome everybody back. For those of you who didn't realize that we're fucking back, we're fucking back. Qbik has now successfully streamed consistently 2 weeks or 3 weeks or two or 3 weeks. So, you know, fuck you doubters who thought it was going to be another, hey, I'm back, and then I'm gone for another 6 months. The joke's on you. I'm doing 2 streams and then I'm going to disappear for 6 months. So, but no, we're going to start doing streams every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard for feedback streams. Just starting there, I'm going to try my best to follow this schedule. I do not have a consistent schedule, so bear with me if I miss it sometimes, but I'm going to try my best to do this. So first on the list, we got Kratoal. My boy, 50% eyes, 49% face, 1% nose piercing. I'll take it. Let's go. But yeah, who here is new to the stream or it's been a while? Because some of y'all look like new names that I haven't seen, like Vasilizate Zev 853. That's a crazy username. Welcome, Nick Gerard Bebo. Are some of y'all from Instagram? Or you just like found me through YouTube or what? I'm curious. Okay, so the song submission is literally should be pinned in the chat. The form is right there. So you donate and then you submit to that form and then I'll find your song and you get to skip whoever is next. So like Kratoal is already up here on the screen. So we're going to do theirs first because it's already up here. But if you donate, then you're right after. Oh, hell yeah. YouTube suggestions. That's crazy. Sick. Well, welcome. Good to have you. We're going to do some feedback. You should be able to donate through YouTube, through Super Chat. If for some reason, like that's not working for you, I do have like PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, all the above. Just let me know. But let's go ahead and get into Kratoal. I'm hyped. Welcome everybody who's new. Join the Discord. It's easier to stay up to date. We always do 10 free submission slots. But the Discord people who pay attention to announcements in the Discord, they usually get like most of the spots. So that's why you got to join the Discord. I'd like to do more free slots, but it's like I give kind of somewhat detailed feedback. So it takes a bit. But it's valuable feedback, I would think, or else why are you here? But all right, let's get into it. Zero, Kratoal. Let me just turn down here. 1 second. I need to turn down my AC so I'm not getting like noise in the background. All right. Hopefully I don't die of heat exhaustion because I live on the second floor of a house and, you know, heat rises. Let me know if y'all can't hear the music, if it's not loud enough, anything like that. Or you can't hear me. Oh, wait, hold up. One last thing. So, everybody who submits, I tell them, let me know if there's anything specific that you're looking for feedback on. In this case, Kratoal is looking for feedback on mixing. So, obviously, I'm the person, you know, giving the feedback, but feel free to also give feedback constructively in the chat to help everyone out. It's always best and you get multiple perspectives on your songs. So, you know, if anything stands out to you and you're like, this is ass, then let them know, but constructively. I know it says a roasting stream, but I try to be nice. I try to be respectful. I'll tell you if I don't like it. I'll tell you if it sucks, but I won't be a dick about it. All bass music. I mean, honestly, we've done hyperpop on here. We've done hip hop, pop music. I'm best at giving feedback for bass music. So that's like dubstep, drum and bass, like heavier house music. Like I feel like I'm pretty good at giving feedback to most electronic music, you know? Damn, this is a whole ensemble. Wait, sorry, I've got to wheel it back a little bit. I love this. The drums are so well mixed. Everything's like sitting, I can hear all the layers. Yes. Okay, crazy sounds. Crazy sounds. I feel like maybe the pre-drop vocal could be louder, because it's like there's just the vocal is a little quieter and everything else is before. I think the vocal's even quieter than that. And then it just comes in really loud, which is like, there's good to have a contrast, you know, between everything before the drop and then the drop hits. You want the drop to be louder and more powerful, but I feel like that you have like a tiny bit too much contrast. Okay. That chord stab that just came in is really quiet too. I would turn that up. I think actually, now that I'm listening to it, it's like, you just make sure that the different sounds happening in your drop are happening at like a similar level. If there's not too much like disparity between them, sometimes just like some compression, like glue compression on the group is all you need. If there's just a couple minor like jumps and dynamics, but in this case, it's more like just turn up the chord and then maybe glue compression. What? What? What the fuck? So the one thing I will say is your hi-hats and cymbals are definitely getting lost in the mix. Like, I keep listening for them and it's like, you do have like some decent groove and flow going on, but I think just with stuff like this, there is always like your cymbals just like are like the heartbeat almost. Like obviously the kick and the snare, but like the cymbals kind of create the flow and bounce. And I think there's a problem with more producer porn music like this, where you can get like crazy, like experimental with all these cool sounds and flows. But if it's not danceable, then it falls flat outside of the producer community. So cymbals are an important thing for that. So you want to make sure there's not too much high end that's hiding the cymbals. Let the cymbals be the high end. No, you're not late. What up, Lucid? epic. What the fuck? Oh, I love how soft it becomes. So cool. God damn. These sections you've like completely nailed. Like all the songs, you've nailed these sections. I love the stereo image of the drums here. Oh, sick fake out. Oh, what? What the? And yeah, I can definitely, now that I look at the, I realized I didn't have mini meters up, but now that I look at mini meters, let me drag it real quick. The high end is crazy. Like the one issue with these headphones is like the high end is a little dull. So sometimes I can't like fully hear if something's too bright. But like when I look at the waveform, is that, oh wait, that with it on here? Uh-oh. Oh, interesting. Here, wait. 1 second. There we go. I just realized there's like a little hole there. But anyways, yeah, looking at mini meters, your high end is like just crazy loud. So yeah. Honestly, you could just do a little bit of like multiband compression on the basses, like just the bass section or wherever like the main source of that high end is, and just do some multiband compression to just push it all down a little bit. Because it sounds good. It's just like, I think a little too loud, like a little too OD. So it's just like you push it down so that there's room for the hi-hats, and then I think you'll be good. Love all the glitches. I wish it was that easy to make them pink and green. I can mess with it. Oh man, I wanted more. Yeah, you kind of, unfortunately they don't have like just like a custom color mixer thing. Hey, there we go. That's a little better though, right? So if you're trying to submit, there should be a pinned message in the YouTube chat to submit, or you can join the Discord down below in the description and in the announcement. Here, I'll just put it in the, I'll put it down in the chat too. Honestly, maybe sending people to the Discord isn't, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm going to figure out a better way to do this next stream, but here, I'm just going to pin the feedback form in the general chat. So when you join, it'll be right there. Submit for feedback. Free slots are gone, so you need to donate $5. Just so everyone knows. All right. So yeah, Kratoa, hopefully that was some helpful feedback. Really sick song though. Love that like you just have like it's like I forget which song. I think it's like a Sizzy remix of Must Die on Never Say Die. But like the sound design you've been using in this reminds me of this specific like era of Sizzy where he just put out like 2 or 3 songs with that type of sound, and then they went on to do the whole like really sick album. But it's cool that you're doing that because I really like those sounds. Yeah, the queue was also posted. I'll post the queue in here too. Let me edit the pinned message? Or can I pin multiple messages? Let's see. Oh, well. Why does that look so weird? Here, I'll just check the Discord general chat for the queue. All right. So, next on the list we've got Spade. Let's go. We're starting this stream off with a bang. 2 baller producers. No release name yet. If you don't know Spade is like one of the most underrated rhythm artists, like dead ass. So check him out. Yeah, you got a Vexiu vibe too, Kratoa. But out the club. Hands up. Oh, I love this. Oh, that's got a sick tonality. Oh, sorry, I forgot to read. Is there anything specific that you're looking for feedback on? Spade said it needs a name, so we gotta help him come up with a name. Oh. Honestly, I don't have any feedback so far. Hands up. I love how... Oh. I would call it like no hands, or like DJing with no... I can DJ with no hands. Like something stupid like that. Like my dick hit the mixer. Use a little more atmosphere. I mean, I think it has enough, but the occasional like cool like drone or like atmospheric like sound in the background that adds like, that's not just noise, that could be cool. I could see that just like adding more depth. Oh, I love this. Oh, what? What the fuck? Where'd this come from? I think this sound should be turned down. It came out like, or it came in like a little bit too like loud and in your face compared to how soft the rest of the drop is. So I would turn that. It was just like a little startling. Actually, that part too. I fucking love that sound though. Such a cool sound. Actually, yeah, I agree with Lucid. A little bit of a delay on it would be cool too. Hands up. I can't tell if it's just like that synth pluck thing that's causing this to happen, but the beginning of this drop just felt like a little, like not bright enough. And so it might just be because of how bright and in your face that lead is. But honestly, if you bumped like this area, I think that would fix that bass. Oh. I think the sub's good. Because if you look here, you got sub and high end hitting around a similar level. And like I can hear it pretty well on these speakers. I'm spading my up till I up. Get the fuck out the club. Okay. Sub is already leaning on. Yeah, that's true, but like it's kind of like goes with the style. Like low key, the sub is giving it like that. It's contributing to that like crunchy but smooth texture. But yeah, for anyone who doesn't know or who has trouble leveling their subs, it can be slightly different depending on the genre, but at least for most bass music, for some rhythm music, they'll have the sub a little higher than the high end, and same with like 140, like deep dub stuff. But a good rule of thumb is when you look on a spectrum analyzer like Voxingo Span or like Minimeters, you want wherever your high end is sitting to be mostly, not, it doesn't have to be exact, but mostly at the same level as the sub. So you can click it and you can see like in general the sub is sitting at the same level as the bulk of the high end. So that's like how you get a nice balanced sub. And like usually you want your sub hitting around 0 dB, like when it comes to the gain staging of it all. So it's like your sub's hitting around 0 dB. Doesn't have to be exact. Like I said, it depends on the song and your taste and all that, but or the genre and all that. But yeah, you want your sub hitting around 0 dB, and so then your high end, ideally, at least like your cymbals and stuff like that, hitting at a similar level. I'm gonna just quickly turn on a fan because it's hot in here. Alrighty. So, where we at? Cubic OnlyFans. Whoa. What we talking about here? I'm peeing in the corner. You guys aren't supposed to know about the pee corner. It's supposed to be... That's why the camera is over here and not over there. Alright, so... Yeah, Spade, for the most part, that's just a finished track. That was a banger. Just a couple minor things. Next, we got Avedis. We're honestly, here's the other thing I forgot to mention in the beginning. If we get through the tracks faster than I expect to, because I want to be done streaming by like 8 at the latest, then I have room for more free slots. So it also helps to hang around to the end because usually at least like one person gets in. Piss scam. Godslayer is such a hard fucking name. Godslayer, that's so tough. It's 6 for me.
I will survive eternity. They will die today.
Wait, this is a 2-year-old whip? Not gonna lie, I can tell. It's the mix down needs some work, so here, let's
Day. I will survive eternity. They will die today.
So for that part, I would make the tear out hit thing more reverbed in the background. So the vocals are in the foreground. You use the reverb to push the bass back into the mix a little bit more, and it just add some cool atmosphere.
They will die today.
I would maybe change like the kick pattern to go like bup, 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 instead of like but I'd be like, yeah, honestly, you don't even need if there's a oh yeah, there's a sub in there. Yeah, turn down the sub or completely turn off the sub.
They will die today.
Because yeah, I would cut the sub like right here, so then you get a little bit of the low end from the vocals because they're kind of supposed to be like that, but the 2 knocks could go between each ear before the drop. True. That's a good idea. Lucid's got some creative ideas, creative feedback today. That's dope. Click the eye with the circle and hit block the ad. Huh? Oh, the ad on the stream. I was like, what? Where's this? So the main thing here is like there's some sort of like distortion and clipping happening. Yeah, I almost did say Luna. There's too many L's in the chat. We're trying to figure out what it is, like what is causing that distortion. I would assume you just need to like cut the lows on. I would assume you just need to cut the lows on the tear out guns that are sitting on top of the sub or something. It almost sounds like something is like being played at too low of an octave.
Killing is the plan. Let me show you. Let me show you.
So this sound, this area right here, like the 4.5K range, does not need to be so, like, you can dip that in the EQ a little too sizzly. I think overall, like, I would honestly maybe even put on the master like a multi-band compressor that's just compressing some of the high end, because your high end just has a lot of peaks that are peaking like towards the really like the 10K area.
Never underestimate hatred.
Oh, this is sick. The ideas here are really dope. Like there's a cool foundation, cool ideas here. Definitely a lot of high-end management needs to be done though. Like a lot of just like spiky, sizzly high. You might even need soothe on this. I can't tell if it's the cymbal or the bass that's like the main issue with the harsh high end. if you like, if it's the cymbal, then I would start by rolling the highs off the top of the bass, because you maybe just don't even need them and they're just clashing and like compounding. Or your cymbal might be like a little too like distorted or like processed. But yeah, to your point, Lucid, I don't think the kick honestly sounds clean. But yeah, the mids are a little lacking as well. But it kind of depends on the style. Like, it can kind of work. Yeah, that's close enough to 5. Thanks, Nihilist. I will get you right after this. Dude, your music today sounds way better. Like, you've improved a lot. Like, this, most of the stuff you send these days, I'm fucking with it. It just needs a tiny bit of work. This is like a bit more of a whip. Like, I like the idea, but it's definitely a whip. It's definitely like a go work on it a little bit more before you like force us to fuck. I was gonna never mind. Anyways, you get the point. I had like a roast and then I lost it. But sick. Godslayer. Hopefully you finish that, because it is a cool idea. Like, you're off to a good start. It just has a lot of mix down issues is the main thing. So you submit via the form that's linked in the pinned message, Sabby Ghost, or go in our Discord server that's linked in the description, and the form is in the general chat right now. But you have to donate because we are out of free slots. But joining the Discord is the best way to stay up to date whenever I'm doing feedback streams. I'm doing them every Tuesday at 5 p.m. PST. And if you're in the Discord, then you can get in the free slots way easier. All right, so it's been a minute. Nihilist, welcome back. Yes, Froggy Dubs, the GOAT. So yeah, it's been a minute. Nihilist is an OG feedback stream participant. So I'm stoked to see how your music has come, because last week, for anyone who's new here, I haven't done these feedback streams in like a minute. I kind of took a whole break from YouTube for a couple of years. It kind of fell off for a bit, but we're back on the come up. So it's been cool seeing some of the people that used to be on the feedback streams and how far their music has come. And I think it was all because of me and my feedback streams, right, guys? I think I can take all the credit for this. So yeah, you're welcome. I think this section you can, honestly, I would just put a soothe here. If you have soothe or something like that, it's just a little bit harsh, especially like around 1K. So, yeah, I would just, put a compressor. Honestly, I think all you need is a compressor. Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm really happy to hear that. That vocal too is like kind of distorting. I know it's kind of the style a little bit to just sound like distorted and like not super high quality, but I think you can control it a little bit more. Okay, not gonna lie, what is it saying? Is it saying finger on the middle? I like dead ass do not know what the vocal is saying. Like, it sounds cool. It's got aura. I'm like, what is it saying? Finger in the bagel. Finger on the bagel. I love the beat underneath it. Also, the snares may be slightly too loud for the build-up. Or just slightly too distorted. Honestly, it just all feels slightly too distorted. We'll just leave it there. Hey, thank you, Star Kitty. I'll get you right after this. Oh shit. Okay. So, okay, I have a couple notes here. I didn't want to fuck up the fake out because it was kind of hype, but so first off, just literally look at the waveform. Look how loud the vocal is, and then the fake out comes in. It's like you don't want the fake out to be less impactful than the vocal. So vocal, less saturated, less distorted. Fake out maybe louder. And then hear me out. I have an idea here that might make it better. Which is like, I know you have the drop already and it's like kind of more the quarter note thing, but hear me out. What if you made the basses follow the rhythm of the vocal? So how it's like finger on the bagel, finger on the bagel. So then it's like well, wait, here, let me hear it again. Drop. I don't know. Just a thought, because for a second I thought it was following and I was like, oh, that's so sick. But then I realized it wasn't. It's still a cool drop though. This whole section feels really well mixed. This is a lot better. So you just need to control the distortion over there. Yeah, a nice rule of thumb. Also, yeah, shout out Nightpunk, the GOAT. Yeah, rule of thumb, when you're making most bass music, this is something I do in every song and it never fails. During the buildup, I bring the volume, I automate the volume on the master. I usually use a utility in Ableton, and you can use the utility for both of these things. So I'll automate the volume down like 2 decibels right up until the pre-drop, or even during the pre-drop as well. So then it tricks the listener into making the drop feel more impactful because you've subtly lowered the volume, but you didn't lower the volume too much. And then also at the same time, you take the width knob on utility or whatever way you automate the width in your DAW, and you apply that on the master and you automate the width down to like 70%, even during the pre-drop vocal. So then when the drop hits again, it's like wide, and just during the like second half of the buildup, the listener's ear got used to everything kind of going down and into the middle, and then it opens back up again. So it's like you want to play with contrast, like building tension and release. A better way to think about it, and at least for me, instead of tension and release, is just creating contrast between different sections, because our ears and our eyes love contrast. That's why, like, if you're a graphic designer, and you're making art like this cover art, which has really good contrast, so it's like all of these sections, the sections you want to pop out that are the most important, you use contrast to let them pop out, so you don't like flood like all these white text with a bunch of shit behind it, and then it ruins the contrast. So it's the same with audio, with music. Anyways. You should be, if you got an ad, you should be able to rewind. Also, I will be putting timestamps for everybody's feedback at the end of the stream so you can come back and watch it. One other thing, I think your snare is a little too compressed or just a little too thin. I would boost this area. Just like boost the mids a little bit so it has a little more mid presence. Oh, I like the switch. Personally, not gonna lie, the vocal, I think it could be something more hype, like the drop vocal or let's go, or the like it was hype and then it did and I was like, I don't know, it's just an like I feel like you could do a cooler vocal there is all I'm saying. Hey, what up, Initiate? Yeah, that's a good suggestion, Luna. And yeah, I do think, now that I think about it, it's a lot louder. And that might be part of the issue, is it was just a lot louder. So it made the drop feel quieter. And see, and that's where contrast can work against you. So you want to use the idea of creating contrast intentionally. Because, just to elaborate on that, sorry. Because if something is too loud before the drop, then it makes the drop feel less impactful. Whereas like the flip side is like you want stuff to be quieter before the drop, so it makes the drop feel louder. So it's like the same thing. I still have no idea what this vocal is saying. Finger on the middle, finger on the middle, bagel, finger, middle, finger, bagel. What up, skies? The cubic contrast theory. We're coining it right here. I invented this. I invented all this. So same feedback on this section as I gave you in the beginning. Okay, so you just really need to balance all your sounds, because the is so much louder than the fuck that shit up. Also, I personally think the fuck that shit up should be where the is, and maybe put the where the fuck that shit up is, because it felt like you blew your load a little too early. Like, you want to build a little more tension before doing the fuck that shit up, so it really feels earned, like a fuck that shit up, boom, right into the mosh pit, versus like fuck that shit up, but then you gotta wait another minute before you actually get to fuck that shit up, you know? The bagel theory. Finger on the metal? Maybe that's what it is. That was fire. The finger, this part. Finger on the. This sound kind of sounds like the Murata Umbra sound. Ooh, I like this. I like the sub. You have some nice like pitch bending in the sub. It does sound like the sub can maybe be slightly more saturated. What do you mean it's rated E for everyone? Like you can't like cuss? I think that's just like how it is. Let me check the stream settings real quick for you. Sorry you guys can't say bad words. Where the fuck? Oh yeah, okay. Let's see if there's like stream settings where I can make it, or maybe a Vetus, you might be able to see how the the moderation works. I think you and Sasha are able to like change how the chat is moderated. I'm not fully sure, but all right. So yes, welcome back, Nihilist. hopefully that was some helpful feedback. Next, we're getting to Star Kitty, and then we'll get to Sasha. If someone donates before Sasha again, I'll just have them go after you, so you're not getting skipped 3 times. But yes, E's in the chat. It's in the game. Edging. It wouldn't let you write edging. What if, does it let me write edging? Oops. Edging. Huh. YouTube L. Huh. Maybe you just can't say sex stuff. Yeah, Star Kitty is a banger name. Good shit. All right, Stereo Shredder. Are you new to this stream or YouTube channel, Star Kitty? I don't believe I've seen you around. Blip blop. Yeah, I that's what we did before. I think it's like 2 will be the max. Like you get skipped twice, then that'll be the max. Welcome. How'd you find me? Was it a YouTube suggestion? OMG, another Dubstep Cat Girl. Dubstep Cat Girls for the win. I like this. It's really eerie. Feels like I'm like the Grim Reaper's about to fucking reap me. I said reap. Just reap. Okay, the more I say it, the worse it sounds. Never mind. Oh, let's go. Whoa. Okay, I need to run that back. That's sick. What's the artist that oh god. Why am I forgetting your name? Crystal? Fuck, what's that artist that makes the stuff like this? It starts with an E. Fuck. Like it's kind of the same area of stuff as the Digitist? Executioner, thank you. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm forgetting all these names. But yes, this gives me Executioner vibes. This is sick. You have like the smallest amount of low end in here that you can just cut. And also, I mean, you could, this like 1K area, you could just dip it a tiny bit just so it's a little less like harsh. But I know that's like mostly the intentional vibe because it makes it feel scary. What do you mean the double fake out? Sorry to keep replaying it. Oh, also, when the kick comes in, there's kind of like some distorted clipping that I feel like is just slightly unnecessary, so maybe look into that. I'm low-key, I'm just being nitpicky though, because so far it's cool, and it's always harder with more experimental stuff to give feedback because honestly, yeah, I think the fake out's too long. I think you don't need a double fake out. Oh, god damn, it's so nasty. And the sub is, yeah, the sub is perfect. Like, in terms of how you programmed it. All right, so like I said, it's a bit harder to give feedback on stuff like this because when something is experimental, like the whole point of experimenting is like pushing boundaries and trying new things, and it's harder to like give standard advice to something that's not standard, if that makes sense. But I will say, I think in terms of just some like EQing stuff, because it's a bit of a quiet track. But in terms of some EQing stuff, this section right here, like, wait, sorry, let me pause it. So like in the 1K range, you could maybe like either do some compression or like some EQing to just bring that down a little bit, because your sub and your high end are hitting at similar levels, but weirdly enough, like the upper mids are like kind of where it's like, it's just a weird curve a little bit. So it's like, it would probably just be a little bit more balanced of a mix if you bring down that area a little bit. So it's more in line with the rest of the high end. The texture's epic. Actually, I think I figured it out. So it's your snare. Your snare is too loud. I think if you turn down your snare to just be a little more balanced with the kick, like let me actually look on the waveform. Yeah, I guess it's just the brightness. I don't know. It's tough because it's like it's this style. It's like I'm not the best at giving feedback on something like this because it's like it's supposed to be breaking the rules essentially. Oh shit. I literally put less ads on this one. I had it go down to the lowest setting. Yeah, it does. It mostly works the way it is. But it... Ooh. Yeah, I mean, this here. Let me turn down the volume a little bit. That'll give me a better idea of like if the snare is really too loud. But like this new section is sick. The only thing I feel like I want is that I wish that like new like I wish that had like more lower like mids or just lower harmonics so that you can feel, because since the sub isn't following it, it's like if you listen to Space Laces, whenever Space Laces does those types of sounds, like there's like a crunchy lower harmonics to it. So maybe something you can do, since it's such like abstract sounds, is like freeze that whatever that sample is, and then just like make a second layer that's like just pitched down an octave or two and just a little quieter, and that might be all you need to like fill that in a little more. Yeah, exactly. The low mids are like too empty. Oh, that's cool. I personally kind of want this sound to be a little louder. Yeah, maybe the same for that section too. Also, I kind of think maybe a reverse kick would go good right here. I don't know. It's hard because it's like, this is just, like I said, this is just a little tough to give feedback to, because I want to give helpful feedback, but it's like, it's kind of all a vibe, and it's like, even though it doesn't really necessarily, like the mix down is a little fucky, it's kind of like how it works for this style. It's like if you were to give feedback to hyperpop and you're like, the vocals are too over processed. Well, it's like, that's the whole style though. Like that's the whole point. You're not supposed to be able to understand the words half the time. So I hope that was worth your $5. I hope you got something out of that. But it's really cool music, and so thanks for submitting. Definitely put us all on to some cool like what is executor type shit. Is there a name for this type of music? Is it just like Minotaur? I don't know why I'm like forgetting names of shit right now. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, never make your reverse kicks the same volume as your regular kicks. This is true. Dugrox, you need to donate $5 or stay to the end and maybe escalator. And maybe there will be some extra time, but we've ran out of free slots. But if you want to join the Discord, I do this every Tuesday at 5 p.m. PST. And if you see, I'll do like at everyone and I'll be like, hey guys, time to submit. And the first 10 people to submit, it's free. Post Minatory. Crunch tear out. Crunch dub. Or yeah, reverse sub drop. But hell yeah. Thanks for submitting, Star Kitty. Pleasure to meet you. Cool shit. Keep making weird stuff. We love weird stuff here. All right, Sasha. Here we go. Also, the name Stereo Shredder is fire. That's a fire name. Star Kitty, Stereo Shredder, you have a bright future. Crunch. I like Crunch, low key. That's a fire name. Oh, literally execute. This is literally called execution. Wait, why does it say in ashes reformed?
It's not an expedition. It's an execution.
I am too, Luna.
They keep you in here. They don't want you to return. And even if you do, and even if they keep their promises, what freedom waits for you?
Whoa, what the fuck? Sorry, not to interrupt, but yeah, we do all music here. I will say that's not like my expertise. My expertise is electronic music. But I love music in general. I listen to a lot of music, and so I can probably still give some decent advice.
What freedom waits for you?
Oh my god! What the fuck? What? This might be my favorite of the stream today.
Strike.
Whoa, run it back. With the fucking just pause was actually sick.
Strike.
What the fuck is happening here? This is so cool. Fuck a snare. Apparently you don't need a snare in your music. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm so torn because I do think a chunky parent snare could go fire, but it also it's kind of it's almost a flex to make a drop with no snare, but it actually kind of works. It's also hilarious to me that the guy in here, Doug Rocks, asking if I rate punk, and then we're like currently doing like the complete like this is so different than like punk. It's kind of just funny. But yeah, I don't know. I can't tell if it'd sound better with a snare or without. Although actually no, I'm wrong. This isn't the opposite of punk. The opposite of punk would be like some really generic fucking like chain smokers, because punk is all about like fuck the system, like fuck the rules, And that is what this song is. So actually, this song is low-key punk in a way. I love the beat boops. And I honestly don't really have any feedback so far. This is kind of a banger.
If there is still hope, it lies beyond the veil.
I think you can boost the highs on this vocal. Honestly, actually, same with this vocal.
My freedom waits
Like, I kind of just want a little more brightness around here.
to you.
Oh, wait, oops. VIP will have a snare but no kick. Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Pull a Skrillex.
If there is still hope, it lies beyond the veil. Hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. I will choose to breathe my last
The hi-hat should be a little louder here.
at the bottom of an ocean. Unseen,
Oh, yes. Yes, this melody.
uncontrolled.
I think either the vocal should have some like more reverb and delay on it, or I think that melody coming in should kind of be coming in a little more washed out. It feels like they're both a little too dry, and so they're clashing, and so you should pick whichever one you want to be more in front and then push the other one back a little bit. Oh, is that what that is, an Iron Lung sample?
They will get their execution.
Also,
They will.
I think the lead can get a little louder into here, because when it glitches out and breaks, I want it to be louder, like be a bigger moment. Yes, you should be able to donate through Super Chat. If that doesn't work for you for some reason, let me know, and we can do like Venmo, Zelle, Cash App.
They will get their execution.
I haven't seen Iron Lung. I need to see it still. What? Wait, hold up. I feel like that section before the drop needs... I think this whole section needs to be just slightly louder. That was like a little too crazy of a contrast. I wanted that riser to be a little louder. The super chat... I don't know what the super chat looks like on you guys' screen. On my screen, it's a $sign. It's like a rectangle with a $sign in it. Hey, what up, nonsense? This is insane. What? Hey, no, you're good, Doug Rocks. What the fuck? I think the sub can maybe be louder. Or, yeah.
Strike.
What the fuck? The crazy sounds in the background. Personally, you have that like melody playing in the background that's so sick. When the refill happens, you have it play like 2 more notes. I think cut those 2 notes and just let it end on that one extended like, and then just let the Reese. I think it gets a little too busy right there. and like having that reese moment creates that good contrast to like restart. I will say, Nonsen, we're out of free feedback slots, so if you do send something, you're gonna have to donate unless we get to the end and have some extra time. But I don't know how we are on time. How? Let me check the list. Who are we at right now? I mean, like how far during the list? Yeah, I feel like there probably won't be time. Unless you donate. But I've been doing these, I'm doing streams now every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard. What the What in the actual fuck am I listening to? As if this wasn't a cool enough fucking track, and we just like get this crazy flex at the end. Also, I don't know, the weird like sidechain ghost kick thing that happens for a second is weird. What's up, Doug Rocks? Thanks for the donation. What in the hell? That's a crazy song. That's such a crazy song. All right, Doug Rocks, you are next. Sick. Yeah. Feel free to do that. Also, I think you should be able to I think there's like a clipping functionality as well on YouTube. I also leave the stream up, so you can also always just download the stream and do it that way. It's up to you, however you want to do it. All right, so this is cool because we got some alternative punk music. Always fun when other musicians come in the stream who aren't EDM and we get a little like taste of something different. So this album art is gas. What the fuck? Is this a real photo or is this like graphic design? Obviously the text is graphic design, but I love everything about this album art. This is really dope. I guess y'all can't see it fully. Oh yeah. I'm gonna make a a stream thing so that I can like go to full screen so you can fully appreciate it. But this cover art's epic. Just gonna say. Let me know. Am I good to go? Are you recording? I don't want to do it if you aren't yet. Oh, this is fire.
There's a lizard in my house, I don't know why. But there's a lizard in my house, it's gonna die.
Oh no, it's gonna die.
This little guy has nothing to eat, he's from outside, he needs the heat. There's a lizard in my house, and he won't leave.
I fuck with it so far.
He's over there.
He's right over there.
There's a lizard in my house, get that Tupperware.
Okay, so are you looking for feedback on anything specifically, by the way?
This little guy is scared as fuck. He's from outside and now he's stuck. There's a lizard in my house, but he's in luck. I'm gonna get
Oh yes, we got the solo. I think lizards would fuck with this. This is a good lizard death song.
There's a lizard in my house, he's turning pale. There's a lizard in my house, he lost his tail.
All right, so let's see. First off, I think the vocal could be more distorted, more like punkish, you know? Punk, like, I feel like part of like the thing that like I don't know really goes with punk music is like the distorted, like fucking dirty ass vocals. These are a little too clean. All right. I think I need... Whoa. Let's see. Like this, I think the hi-hats can be louder as well. Yeah, hi-hats are super quiet. Like, I think overall it just feels really compressed. Like, need things just like brighter, more saturated, more in my face. I love that it's like the cover art is literally like just like the lyrics are just describing the cover art, essentially. Low key, this sounds like some shit I would hear on like on a family cruise. It's like we want to be punk, but we don't want to cuss or sing about anything serious. So we're just gonna talk about there's a lizard in my house and it's gonna die, and we need to trap it in a Tupperware. So it feels like punk for kids. Yeah. Bro's trying to make lizards punk. I mean, a lizard losing their tail is pretty punk, though. Not gonna lie. I mean, like they can get their tail cut off and then it grows back. That is kind of epic. But yeah, I think the snare could be brought out too. But yeah, overall, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Imagine if we subjected the lizard, put the lizard in a Tupperware, and then just played this song for the lizard and just had it on repeat for like pretty much until the lizard dies. I don't know why I thought about that, but that's because that'd be like pretty insane to just torture a lizard like that. But I don't know. I feel like the lizard would hate that. Yeah, no problem. I hope that was helpful. Actually, I feel like I don't know. It's a bit out of my wheelhouse, but it is a fun song. But it's like punk for kids. That's the hell that the song mentioned at the end. Exactly. But cool. Doug McGuire. Lizard in My House. Fucking love the album art. Oh shit, we got another donation. A menace? Ominous? Am I saying it right? Here, I am going to do the break in between donations. I think that was a good rule that we were doing before, so I'll get to yours right after this one, if that's okay with you, Ominous, or Aminous, or I hope I'm saying it right. I got a lizard in my house. Oh, fuck, it's kind of stuck in my head. I got a lizard in my house. Oh my God. Sick. All right, so it's been a minute since I heard some new Lucid. We're looking to finalize this track now that one of the main contributors has passed away. Oh shit, my condolences. That sucks. I think we need mostly mixing tips, but anything is welcome. Hell yeah. All right. Mix down. Let's go. I always read the thing, goddammit. Rest in peace, Hazel. Haunted Arcade, I like the name. The vibe. Oh wait, so yeah, is this like a mega club? Hey, X2H, let's go. DM8, let's go. I know some of these people. Hexier, Lucid, Hemeldged, which is the person who passed away, unfortunately. Kyubi, Cloud Patch, KT, Celine, and X2H. Damn, what was this for? What's Sleepover 7? Is that like a... Is that like Neolyptus? Or I mean, no, not Neolyptics. Fucking, what am I thinking of? Is that basically like the ANV weekends or whatever? Don't know why I'm forgetting all the names of shit today. Hey, Danny! Aw. That sucks. Too many people passing away lately, especially cool artists. Personally, I think the vocals get like just slightly lost in like the cool melodies and stuff happening here. Like personally, I would make the vocals like a little louder or just like make a little more space for them in the mix right here. But I think it is kind of up to taste. Oh, great. They're her vocals. Getting sad. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, this part's so cool. Oh, this buildup is awesome. I heard that Space Laser vocal. Okay, Space Laser vocal should be louder. This reminds me of like Xylem a little bit. Personally, that layer that's on these like the like brosteppy sound, like the really crunchy, like I don't know how to describe it. It's like I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like you could cut the lows on that just a tiny bit. I don't know, just something about it feels a little muddy compared to everything else. That's a crazy growl. I like the like electro hop, like bro step influences going on in this one. I also love how this is like roasting your tracks, but I be glazing y'all's tracks half the time. like I'm realizing people who are like new, they're like, oh, roast my shit. And I'm like, oh, this isn't actually, I don't actually roast shit. I usually just be glazing. And then I give like honest feedback. Submit glaze in description. Ooh. I do think this drop's more concise than the first drop. Like, I think the first drop could use a little bit more, like, cohesiveness. I like that laser click that comes in. Oh yeah, this is peak Geometry Dash music. Oh, the growls sound so good. What the fuck was that sound at the very end? It sounded like someone burped into a vocoder. Just feeling gassy and put a vocoder over it. Ooh. I think like the arcade like Foley sounds could be a little louder here. Submit gas. I feel like it would also be cool to have some sort of like tribute to Hazel in the song, like towards the end, like whether it's like a quote about life or like something like related to Hazel or just like a rest in peace. I don't know. I mean, that's obviously up to you guys, but I don't know. I think that would be a cool way to like a little tribute, you know? Yeah, like just to like listen to, I'm down. As long as it doesn't take up too much time. I mean, we have an hour basically before I gotta get off. But yeah, I won't be able to give feedback since I'm not letting like since free slots are closed. But like if you just want to send something fun to check out real quick, I'm down. I haven't heard some Danny Demand in a minute. Oh yeah, wait. Hold up, my bad. Okay, so Aminus. This song is a few years old when I was worse at music production, and it was made on Soundtrap, which only has AI mastering, so the whole song is definitely cooked. I just wanted to know what you thought of it in general and if the idea of the song is good. Okay, so do you want like any technical feedback at all, or you mainly just want me to tell you if like how I feel about the ideas and everything like that? Because I mean, I can give you technical feedback, but if you're kind of like, well, it's cooked regardless, and there's not much you can do in terms of mixing and all that, then maybe that's pointless. And yeah, I can just focus on like the ideas. Let me know. Okay, bet. Got you. I like the water. So far, the way you're like the way the song's progressing, like the layers and everything. I really like how every section there's more layers adding, and they all work really well together. Sick. Definitely would say like some risers and other stuff to build the tension in this section is a little empty for the build-up. Also, the build-up just kind of goes right into the drop without like a break. I don't know if you were there earlier when I was talking about contrast, but that's like another way to create contrast right before your drop is taking away most of the elements. So you just got like vocals or like a little melody or whatever. Yeah, we got Danny Demand in the chat. The GOAT. For this part, I like the melodies. I think it's more the flow of it. It just feels really fast. Yeah, I can imagine. Soundtrap is probably a pain. I think the thing that's kind of making it weird is like that percussion layer that's like on top of the melody that's like I don't know, it just doesn't, it sounds like you have 3 different flows going on. So like the drums are creating one sort of groove or rhythm or flow, and then the bass line is on a different sort of vibe of rhythm and flow. And then the melody, that's also like mixed with that percussion layer is also like in a different flow and rhythm. And so it's like, at least with future rhythm, at least with my preferences, and I imagine a lot of people's preferences, the rhythm aspect of it is you want to have a cohesive flow going on. So this, I don't know, it feels like just a little busy. But it all feels really pretty. I like how bubbly it is. This part sounds a little better. Like in terms of cohesiveness. Like a little less busy. Oh, I like the drums here. The little clap fills and stuff, those are nice. Oh, I like how you just entered the build-up for this. Like, needs more, like, effects and stuff like that. Oh, this is better. This actually has, like, a bounce to it. Oh, this is much better. This is a much better idea. See, now it's starting to get busy again. You really want to like focus on getting in that pocket. Like you were in the pocket for the first part of that drop. All right, where is it? Boom, 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 boom. Everything's like working together. Like you just want it to give you that, like if you're listening to it and you just instinctively start bouncing, that's like, you know, you're golden. And yeah, I agree with Danny. It's obviously like, I don't know how long you've been producing, but definitely this is like some sauce when it comes to making music and dealing with stuff like writer's block and just like getting better at music. Say yes to yourself. Like, I don't know if you know anything about like improv, but like there's this concept called yes and, where like in improv, for instance, if someone is saying, like, someone starts a concept, they're like, all right, I'm walking at the store right now. They pass it to the next person to improv in that scenario. That person could be critical and be like, why would you be at the store right now? That's a stupid idea. I don't want to do that. But that's not improv. The improv is you go yes and, so you take whatever that idea was and then you just add on to it and you just go with it and see what happens. And sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not. So it's the same thing with music. One of the best ways to learn and experiment and find new stuff and to just connect with yourself is when you have little ideas in your head and you're like, what if I did this? You just do it instead of criticizing yourself or saying like, oh, that was dumb or that was bad. It's all a learning experience. So you just follow an idea until it either works out or until you're like, yeah, I'm not feeling this, but I'm glad we tried it. Now we know what works and what doesn't work. Not saying you're like super negative to yourself or anything, but just that's something I've learned as an artist, and it's helped me so much to just, whenever I hear the voice in my head being like, what if, instead of criticizing it or being critical and just being like, oh, that's a weird idea, we're not going to try that because that doesn't make any sense, I just do it. So that's cool. Like, that's what this song feels like. You were experimenting, and that part is cool. It's always going to feel more like ear fatigue to you since you've heard it a million more times than everyone else. But no, I've had lots of ear fatigue tracks on these feedback streams. This is not one of them. So don't worry. This one's at least really pretty and bubbly. And there's some cool moments. Ooh, I like this. It's a nice little melody. Boom. Cool. All right. So yeah, I think your strong suits here are like all the melodies and like the sound design. The sounds are really cool, and I like your drums. I think just the takeaway from this is just creating a more cohesive rhythm and groove for everything. I think that's the main thing. But sick, very cool. What are we thinking in terms of? Well, first off, is Mr. Kwang here right now? Is there a Mr. Kwang in the chat? If there's not, we'll take a quick Danny demand break. If you submitted, Danny. Hell yeah, Ominous. You are not Mr. Kwang. Oh, shit. Yeah, also, pretty sure that Lizard song back earlier was AI. But I didn't... I wanted to say something, but then I didn't, he was recording, and then he also donated, so I was like, I don't know what to do here. But Sasha made a good point that maybe it would look like I'm promoting AI music, which I'm not trying to do. But yeah, once everything started sounding really compressed, I was like, oh, yeah, this is AI. So then I felt kind of dumb giving feedback. So that was interesting. Yeah, the artwork. Oh, your artwork? Personally, I like this part of the artwork, like the Passion and the purple flowers and everything. But I think the font right here and the font of the Swayze part, they just make it look a little like what's the word? It feels like a kid's show. Like I would do those in a like the font on top looks kind of like Comic Sans, so it just makes it look jokey. I would keep those simple and either the same style font as this or like something a little more like I don't know what the right word would be, like sans or fuck. I don't know the proper graphic design term for this, but just a more simple text that doesn't make it look like a kid's show, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not trying to be mean about it. It's just I like this part. It's just these two parts kind of take away the vibe a little bit. So I would just keep them simple. Were you here when there was a punk song about a lizard losing its tail? But yeah, fucking AI music. I've seen people on TikTok. I've just never understood why people submit AI music to feedback streams. Because I've seen on TikTok, there'll be these like feedback streams on TikTok, and my boy Beanie. But yeah, there'll be these like TikTok music feedback streams, and like people will submit AI music to them. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'll like get mad too sometimes, and I'll like comment like, this is fucking AI. What are we doing? Why are you feedbacking AI? And they'll be like, oh, we take all genres of music here. And I'm like, AI shouldn't be a genre of music. It's not. Anyways, not to fucking get into it, but I guess now I'm part of the problem. But sick. Okay, so we're just going to listen to this. I'm not going to give feedback because, I don't want to give like preferential treatment when the feedback is closed. But we'll listen to this. And I'm excited because I haven't heard Danny Demand in a minute, and Beanie God is my boy. I miss him. I haven't talked to him in a minute either. But when I was first learning to produce, he was a big, like, we used to hang out in Discord all the time and just share fucking techniques and stuff. It was fun. I don't know. I love Beanie. Danny Demand album? You heard it here first. Or maybe not. Maybe Danny's been promoting that. Is this a Cubic exclusive? Or no, I'm late to the party. Ooh. Oh, okay. What? Such a nasty fucking growl. I didn't ask you to. Fucking fuck, dude. What the fuck? That is crazy. I did not expect something like this from you. That was insane. I was expecting like pretty color-based type shit. I didn't ask you to. Ooh, it's playing a melody. It's like a West Coast lead kind of, but this is a crazy combination of sounds. I love this. That was a Cubic exclusive. That's sick though. I didn't want to speak too soon because I don't know what else is on the album or what the second drop is like. But I don't know if y'all have noticed, but all the color bass people are making like 140 now. And honestly, I loved color bass, but I'm for it. Like Chime's music is phenomenal. Skybreak's music is phenomenal. Dr. Ushu's music is phenomenal. And this is phenomenal. So whatever this movement is of all the color bass people just being like, all right, well, color bass didn't work, so let's just make like 140 with color bass inspiration. I am all for it. I am so with this movement. I love it. Like rip color bass, but it fucks. We need Ace Aura to get on that train. No, this is definitely my favorite thing I've ever heard from you, Danny. I'm excited for the album. Okay, hell yeah. What? Oh, what the? Oh. What the fuck? This is so well made. I know. How is it so fucking clean? Everything. It's so loud and distorted, but also clean. That is truly like one crazy how far you've come. Like, I mean, like years ago, your music was already like pretty polished, but like this is so unique. Like this is so, I can't like, this is one of those songs I'm like, I don't know what genre to call it. I can't point to like, oh, it sounds like, it's like your music before would fit like a vibe that a lot of other people were doing, you know? Not like, I'm not saying it wasn't like unique, but it was like, it was part of a wave that already existed, you know? This is like so unique. This is so like I don't know how long you've been producing, but like every artist out there, especially when they hit like the 10-year point, a lot of the good ones, they get to this weird level with their music where their music just becomes like so polished and their vision becomes like so much clearer, and like they just create their own really strong sound. And that's how it feels like what's happening with you based off of this. Like that's just fucking fun. That felt like color bass mixed with like Subsidia Step, but like the cool part about Subsidia Step mixed with like 140, mixed with like there's like the West Coast lead. Like this was so unique. Like it's just like refreshing because there's so much fucking slop out there these days. Like I like the slop occasionally, but like I don't know. Lately, it's just like whenever I hear a song where I'm like, wow, this is truly fresh. So yeah, big ups, Danny Demand. Fucking stay tuned for her album. Please do. I will play the shit out of this. I'm gonna be playing. Yeah, please send it to me. But sick. Yeah, honestly, I'm at 8 years and my music feels way better and more fleshed out than it has in the past, and I've had a lot of epiphanies. So I can't wait for 9 years, let alone 10 years. So it is true. Like it doesn't happen for everyone, but if you've been, once you start getting near the 10-year mark, I've seen it consistently. Like Night Punk's music was cool before he hit 10 years, but it didn't get any traction until after 10 years. And like after 10 years is when he started doing like all the crazy shit. So, anyways, all right, back to the list. We're doing Mr. Kwang or Quang, or I don't know how to say his name properly. I always forget. Oh yeah, is there anything specific? Okay, looking for general feedback. Oh, hell yeah. Wait, we're back to, I don't know if you're still here, Danny, but Mr. Kwong is on some crazy shit. Oh, literally crazy timing. You literally just, can you send me your last song real quick? Or fuck, we don't really have time, but send Danny Demand the song you sent for feedback last week, because isn't it released? Because I think Danny would actually really fuck with it. But Mr. Kwong is on some like new shit and is pretty crazy. I think that snare's a little too harsh. This one. What the? I do think the mixing of the vocals it's tough because I want to understand them a little better, but like there's a lot going on, and I can tell you're like trying to balance the vocals with like the pluck thing. I just feel like if there's a way you can make the vocals sit a little more on top of the mix or have a little more clarity or brightness without like ruining the balance of everything, I think you should try to do that. It's cool though, the way it is. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I mean, personally, I kind of like the stereo vocals, but like, I understand like practically it's not always the best idea. Like maybe you have a layer, you know? Like it sounds like the "You Decide" vocal has too much lows. Like there's some sort of click or like low end that's coming in that I think you could cut and it would just make it a bit cleaner. What the fuck? Okay, what the fuck is this drop? That might be the weirdest, we've had some crazy drops tonight, like experimental wise, but what? So the one thing that made that drop a little weird for me in terms of the mix down is there's a lot of like low end in the vocals and everything up here, and like this whole section's like a bit muddy, like slightly. But then this section is like it felt like there's too much contrast where the drop feels a little weak in terms of the low end harmonics and everything, because you had so much packed into this section. So I think that needs to be balanced. Throw my shit back in trapezoids. What the fuck am I listening to? Ooh, this drop feels like if any of you guys watch The Amazing Digital Circus, it just feels like when there's that monster that's just like squigglies and fucking shapes and shit, and it's like there's like all these shape people. It just feels like I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's just this is a crazy drop. What the fuck?
Make up your mind.
Ooh. I think you need to make a little more space in the basses for the vocal. I think there's some unnecessary harmonics that don't need to be as present, especially in the like saw wave sort of bass that's happening, where you can just make a couple little scoops in the EQ just to make the vocals come through a little bit more. But yeah, god damn, bro. Like, some of you guys' submissions make me feel like insecure about how little I've been experimenting comparatively. Because I've been like kind of simplifying my music, and then you guys send me this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is happening in their brain? It's like, this song is like, it's just like peak ADHD. Like, you have taken negative Ritalin, negative Adderall, and it's like somehow your brain is just like mega ADHD. This is true, Danny. I appreciate that. I love this part. This is my favorite part.
You just switch it up like.
Oh yeah, yes, yes. I felt like I wanted like a laser here, like a choo-choo-choo-choo. Choo-choo-choo-choo. I think that big bass can be like surgically EQ'd a little bit just to be a little less muddy and more clean, and maybe even a little distortion on like the mids or the high end to make it just a little crispier. But that was really cool.
1, 2, 3. You just switch it up like.
My favorite section was here. I like that new like melody that comes in. I think overall, oh yeah, drain remover, hell yeah. To me, it still really just feels like old underscores, which I love. But I think the main thing with this new style, like, I think it's really cool, and keep going down this path. Like, you're onto some crazy shit. But I think the biggest thing you should focus on, just in my opinion, is the balancing your vocals. Like, the vocal processing is really cool, and it's a cool style, and I think keep doing that. It's just figuring out how to mix them better, I think, is like the next challenge for you, because like the ideas are all really sick. Like, your ideas are all there. I think it's like both of these songs just have a lot going on, so I can imagine it's kind of a pain in the ass to mix it all. So just like nailing down that right balance, I think once you get that, these are going to be like, this whole style you've created is going to be insane. That's great. This is guy named Luna. You're fucking hilarious today. All right. Initiate. It's been a minute since we've heard Initiate too. All of you guys have gotten so good since the last time we've done feedback. Hey, what up, Data Kid? I don't think you made it on the list. Did you? Let's see. Oh, you did. You did. You're right after. But all right. Anyways. Oh, yeah. All right, Initiate's looking for any feedback. But yeah, if you haven't already, Danny, you should hear the song that Mr. Quang submitted last week. That was like peak. The snare could use a little EQing, like it's a little harsh. Maybe the cymbal. Also, that sound, though, do. That also, I think, needs just a tiny bit of EQing. It's just a little harsh in the, like, probably like the 2 or 3K area. Sorry, y'all. It's just so fucking hot in here, but like I hate having the AC in the background when I'm trying to do mix down feedback because it just creates like a noise floor that I feel like it fucks with my head. But all right. I like this drop. It's got like a nice like crunch to it. What? What the fuck? Trying to contact the aliens? What? I don't know why, but in my head, I'm seeing like a cardinal or like a woodpecker pecking on a tree, except the woodpecker's just like glitching. That was, what the fuck is this? I think one thing that needs to change is like you can see a giant peak right here around 300. And I think it's like a little obnoxious because it makes the drop feel like it loses some weight when it comes fully in. Definitely radioactive. Wait. I can't tell if the beep boops are too harsh or if it just kind of has to be that way. I'm glowing green? Oh no. My rads, too many rads. Really sick idea though. Oh, god damn. What? A lot of like really piercing sounds that like maybe if possible you can like control. Crunch seems to be the theme of the night tonight. A lot of crunch being submitted. I think that's just crazy. This is also like kind of hard to give feedback on. I love this weird ass melody. I swear Initiate has just posted these two emotes the whole entire stream. What? Me when I'm stuck in the back rooms? This is that scare the hose type of music. I love it, but I'm like imagining if I ever played this live, I think I would be fired. I think they would just kick me out of the venue. Oh, I love this part. The hoe repellent. What the fuck? I don't really know how to give feedback to that, if I'm going to be honest. That was like, that felt like wizardry. Like you're taking sounds that nobody wants to hear and twisting them and mangling them into what feels like dubstep, but isn't. It's just like, I don't even know. That's crazy. And I don't mean any of that in a bad way. It's just like, objectively, these are horrible sounds that you've somehow created a drop with. Like, there's one part of this drop where it's just like noise, but the noise sounds like tear out, and you're like, what? How? Like, you know, usually when people are making heavy dubstep, they're like cutting out all the resonant frequencies and all the harsh noises and leaving in all the good sounding stuff. But you're like, fuck the good sounding stuff. I want to reverse soothe my track. That's sick. The snare, now that you hear the snare by itself, the snare definitely needs to be like EQ'd a little bit. That's a crazy amount of high end. Jesus Christ. Yeah, how do you even write a sub for this? And I think your sub should be a little louder. And yeah, maybe what Data Kid said, like making it clean. Like I guess I would just like focus on how I can make this a little less hurt people ear, a little more feel full and harmonically rich, even though it's all noise. All just loud noise. I don't know if that's helpful feedback. I'm sorry. It's cool though. It has a lot of cool stuff in it. It's just also like, wow, I don't know. Like, it's just like the cool thing that I really enjoy about doing these feedback streams is seeing how some of y'all are fucking insanely creative. It's like you just had like the way your brain works is just like, what the fuck? I love it. Mess with the phase distortion plugin. Phase distortion is cool. I think this song should be called Hoe Repellent, by the way. I think that is the name, and that don't even know what, like, fuck Dismantle. Hoe Repellent by Initiate. Credit to Sasha for that. Ausick's Nightmare Fuel VIP would be a great reference for them. Nightmare Fuel would also be a great song, or like just Stuck in the Back Rooms. But all right, next we got Data Kid. Definitely gotta, like, the bit crushing is a little much. Like, it hurts my ears a little bit. Also, I don't know, maybe I have ear fatigue after the last one, but it's a bit too harsh. Yeah, all of these, like something, if you guys don't know, because I feel like when you're, it takes a while to understand how to use compression. But like something that's great for using compression is if you have a lot of peaks in something, like really harsh resonances, putting a compressor on it that's like a little bit intense, it'll just push the peaks down, kind of like what Soothe does, but in a more subtle way. And something that's like hurts, especially multiband compression helps as well, doing the same thing. It can just kind of like even out the sound a little bit. There is time for one more donation, I'll say. Yeah, really.
Walk down a strange street and have the feeling.
Yeah, this the just same thing. That the fucking, what do I call them? The pluck things are really harsh. But I like the vibe. Other than that, but it's like it's also making it hard to hear the vocals a little bit.
Yes? Then you've had a brief encounter with the world of the unknown.
It sounds like maybe what you did is you needed them really loud to be heard over like the distorted sub in this section, and then you like left it like that for the beginning. Like maybe it needs to be just like a little bit different in each section. Also, how intentional is this fucking chonky ass? Look at this. It's a fucking brick. You could build a house with that. Those are fucking bricks if I ever seen one. I don't know if it needs to be that distorted, personally. But I can see it could be a taste thing. Also, Mishpi is goated. That's a fucking brick! I think this drop would be cooler if it had some like background atmospheres going on, like something to balance the harshness, because you have distorted sub, you have really harsh lead. I love the melody it's playing. It's really dreamy, and like the vocals before the drop make it all feel dreamy. So it's like it feels like it wants to be dreamy, but then it's also like, fuck your ears, fuck dynamics, kill yourself, to me, is how I'm feeling from the drop. So I feel like you need to add some sort of element that creates more of the dreamy softness to balance it out. Does that make sense? Kill yourself might have been like crazy, a little too, not really what I meant, but it's just like, it's just really harsh. And so it's like, okay. Oh, okay. So you do want me to kill myself. It's a vibe. I just think I can see that vibe. And I'm not saying don't keep, like, it can still totally be like heavy and all that. I just think having something in the background to like balance it out a little bit would make it a little more interesting. Yeah, that's all you need to do. I think it's just a little over the top. Like, this part would be so pretty if it didn't have, like, tinnitus-inducing bit crushing. Not saying it shouldn't be bit crushed, it's just, like, a little too intense. And honestly, like, it can just be turned down. That's another part of it. And actually, yeah, I agree with Luna. A smooth Reese. Ooh. I think it'd also be cool if you broke up the chugging for a second and it's just like, I hate trying to, like, it's hard sometimes because I can hear it in my head, but I don't know how to articulate it, so then I try to do it with my mouth, but it doesn't sound anything similar. But Oh, I like that. There we go. This is, see, this... Wait, this is so much less harsh, and I can hear the vocals, and it's more dreamy. Do that in earlier, too, maybe, I think. I mean, I think Misery's actually a pretty good name, but sound barrier... Actually, I think Misery's better. All right, guys, it's time for Yeah, Boy! Which is such an epic name. But yeah, good shit, Data Kid. Definitely a cool idea. I think you get the gist of my feedback. So thanks for submitting. Yeah, boy is not looking for anything specific for feedback. And actually, that's beautiful, Luna. What Luna said, that's something I think we can all take a lesson from, which is like, if there's a concept behind your song, thinking about how to express that concept through the way you produce that's a really beautiful way to produce. Oh, I like these vocals. I think your Reese is a little too loud for this section. The intro should not be like the sub, at least that's in the Reese, is pushing like a bit. What is the word I'm looking for? It's a little too. I don't know why I'm forgetting things. It's too loud, is what I'm trying to say. There's too much sub. It's making things clip, and it's the amount of sub that should be reserved for the drop. I don't think the intro should have that much sub. It's destroying your headroom. And like that kick is clipping. It's all too distorted right now. You guys who really like your distortion, it's back to the cubic concept, or the cubic contrast theory, aka the bagel theory, as was coined earlier this stream, which is you want to create contrast. It's okay if you like distorted, nasty things like Beast Boy does, but Beast Boy doesn't make everything distorted and nasty 100% of the time throughout the whole song. Contrast is important. And if everything's fucking fat and distorted before you even get to the drop, then the drop is not going to hit the way you want it. Like right there, the kick could be more distorted and it like makes more sense.
I can get no rest. Oh, wait.
Whoa. Okay, whoa. There's a bit, I can see the vision. This is cool, but I think your idea is going a little all over the place. Here.
Get no rest. Oh, wait.
Like, I think you're getting ahead of yourself because the fake out that comes in is really catchy. Like, nice flow. But then right when the drop drops, you just completely ditch that flow. And I think it's easy sometimes to want to like be more interesting and change things up. But sometimes it's good to let it ride, you know, just let it ride. Just let the flow ride a tiny bit before you start. I just wanted a little more of that flow in the fake out before things start to switch up. And like that part's really cool, except for everything else is really distorted. And then you do the which is a fire sound. But I feel like if everything's gonna be distorted in the drop, then having one non-distorted element is a little. I mean, it does create contrast, but it just, I don't know, it felt a little bit out of place.
I can get no
Ooh. See, okay, I think it's a little too ADHD. Like, This is more ADHD than Beast Boy. And Beast Boy is like the upper limit of like ADHD maximalism, in my opinion. I think you have cool flows that you're creating inside of these little mini sections, but it's like every 2 bars, you're like, oh, fuck that one. We're starting with a new one. Which one just makes it so much harder to make music because now you have to think of a million new ideas because you're changing ideas so much. But I mean, more power to you for that. It's just, I think stuff is changing too quickly, and I think you can just let it ride just a tiny bit more. But at the same time, it's all subjective, and if that's the type of music that you think is amazing, and you're making music for yourself, and you like when it changes every 2 seconds, then fuck it.
I can get no.
Oh. Jesus Christ! There's just fucking everything happening every time at every. That was just extremely ADHD. Like sometimes I don't like Beast Boy because of how many fills there are, and this is like only fills. It's cool though. Like I'm like crashing out a little bit, but like don't take it the wrong way. There's really cool stuff in here, and I think it's really cool. I just think you should, and it might just be me. It just might be just my taste, so take this with a grain of salt, I guess, but I would tone it back a little bit. It's like every 2 seconds there's a vocal or a new fill, and it's like, just let it ride, god damn it.
Oh, man, that's who's...
Jesus Christ! I can't. Like, I just wanted one more choo before you go. It's back with the. Stop acting like a. That's what it feels. Oh no, I'm on.
Oh, man, that's who's...
I can't enjoy anything. It's like, what it's doing to me is like a cool thing comes in. I'm like, oh, this is really cool. And then before I have a second to even like let it marinate and enjoy it, it's gone because there's a million other things that have happened.
I can't get no rest. Oh, wait.
I disappear like a...
Okay, that was fire. I love this.
I disappear like a...
It's a vibe, ain't it?
It's more consistent. What the fuck?
Oh, man, that's who's...
I feel like I've aged 10 years through the 3 minutes of dubstep I just experienced. Literally, it's almost feels like I'm being trolled. I like need a moment of silence for my brain to just be able to relax for a second. The sounds are really cool. The fills are really cool. Oh, what? Yeah, now I'm just like grand unk. The sounds are really like it's all cool. It's just so it's like, do we want a song that's just made out of fills? And you were like, yes, this is my dream music. I've been waiting for someone to call upon me to create this into reality. So yeah, I guess here's the roasting your tracks part of the stream. But it's cool. Like you're doing cool stuff. Just maybe fucking tone it down just a tiny bit. You don't need to put switch at the end of a million song made out of switches. It's just switches every second. Mishby on the master. Yeah, you need like 5 more soothes on that. Sorry. Crashing out over your tracks, submit rage bait and I'm saving that. That's a good idea. We should do that sometime. Just like literally like kind of like those Bishu streams, like just make a bunch of rage bait tracks. Oh, that's going to be the first producer challenge. Maybe I'll try to do one of those types of streams or something. Once I need to make a couple upgrades to my computer, but that could be cool. Like making tracks that are just like force people to crash out when they hear it. It's like just buildups going into buildups, just never ending edging. Yep, literally. All right. Final feedback is ominous. Can you tell me how to say your name? This one is old too, but what do you think of it in general? Yeah, I really think you should have a different font for the Swayze. Or just take off the stroke. I think, honestly, just take the stroke off of it. I think that's the main problem. If you just turn off the white outline on the text and literally keep it the same color and everything, I think it'll look better. Yeah, you better retract that message. I saw that. I'm just kidding. But all right, this one is old too. What do you think of it in general? So we're just going off of ideas. All right, bet. I like the vocals. Are the vocals you or just like a sample? What I will say is the drums are significantly louder than everything else. Turn the drums down or turn the other stuff up. I don't mind the rounding. Oh yeah. Okay, ominous. Yeah, true. I guess that's not your artist name. Okay. I like this. This is a cool build-up. Slowly opening up. A little bit of a weird... I don't know what happened there. It felt like it was building up, and then it just felt like it became the drop for a second. And I didn't know where the drop was beginning or ending or what was happening. So I think that's something, and I think actually that was like... It wasn't as bad in your last track, but just it's really important to kind of just for listeners and for DJs, and it's just kind of like our brain, like human brains recognize patterns. Mine's half alien brain, so can't fully relate, but my point is having like clearly defined sections is a part of good arrangement. So basically you don't want your build-up to feel like it just becomes a drop without it being clear subconsciously that, oh, we're entering the drop, if that makes sense. I like the idea. I think I can see the vision. I think like some of the fills and transitions need work. I think that's the main problem with this song. It's just different phrases and sections. If you know what phrases are, that's a good thing to know. But they're just kind of bleeding into each other. And yeah, obviously the mix down is quiet and thin, but I think that's because it's old and it was on Soundtrap. Ooh, I like this part. Oh, this is a good little flow you just had. That was cool. But yeah, definitely your drums are too loud. Like when you're producing, oh fuck, I wish I could pause. Oh wait, I think I can. Wait, hold up a sec. All right. So if you look at the waveform here, it's really helpful to have something like minimeters and look at waveforms in your music, because you can tell visually what the mix needs. And if you look at this waveform, the stupid thing on the top keeps coming up. I wish it didn't. I wish there was a way to turn that off so I can show you better. But if you look, you can see the kick and the snare are so much louder than everything else. And you do, when it comes down to like mixing and gain staging, which if you don't know what gain staging is, it's just like the volume you have different sounds, different elements in the mix at. You do want your drums to be one of the loudest things in the mix, at least the kick and snare, but not that loud. You want them to still be in a similar balance range. So oh, I like this. If this was executed better, this needs like some cymbals or something, but that's a cool bouncy. I like that. It needs like some offbeat cymbals. Or even if you made that into like a Jersey type of drop, that would be cool too. Boom, 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 boom. I think like a good takeaway to take from your music is like a lot of the sounds and stuff you use and the sample selection is all really good. You just have to work on your mixes and your arrangement. Obviously, I know it's old, so maybe you've already worked on that, but you have good ideas and you have good sound selection. Gain staging, bro. I'm not falling for the have your kick at 6 dB. For the most part, fuck gain staging in the sense of like when people are like, yeah, you need to take when you make the vocals, they need to be negative 12 dB, and then you do this and it's negative. None of that. It's more the thing you should like focus on when it comes to gain staging. Like all that bullshit is just like traditional producing techniques, and there's like multiple ways to do it, and it all depends on like what your mixing workflow is. So fuck all that. But when it comes to gain staging, yeah, exactly. It's relative. So the thing you should focus on is like your kick, your snare, your sub should be the loudest in the mix. They should be hitting at whatever the peak is within your headroom. So if you're like clipping and you're not doing all the bullshit gain staging stuff, then like sub at 0 dB, kick and snare at 0 dB. Everything else should use that as like a foundation of where it should sit. So it's like that. It's relative, and there's like good practices of like your sub should be as loud as like the high end, and your kicks and snares should be one of the loudest things in the mix. There's stuff like that you can follow, but the whole like the whole like, oh, here's a template and it's like you got to have a limiter on here, and then you got to have like,
your vocals need to be -3 decibels, and your kick has to be -12, and your snare has to be -8, and then you gotta glue your
It's like all that shit is like, it's just confusing, to be honest. I would love to be a voice actor. Oh, I like the housey color base. Have the kick at 6 dB. Okay, there is some things that don't work. Like if you have your kick at 6 dB, it's going to be really distorted because it's like 0 dB is kind of the max for with how sound works and how like platforms that host sound and how clippers work. It's like it all cuts it off at 0 dB. So having your kick at 6 is fine until it gets clipped. And then the clipper's gonna force it to 0. Now I know it's a joke. I'm just putting it out there for anyone in case. Personally, I think it would be more valuable for you to send stuff that you're actively working on, so that we can get an idea of like where you're at now and help you where you're at now. So then the advice I give you is more relevant to where you're at. But I mean, send whatever you want. You can do it, Sasha. This is an interesting outro. Not gonna lie, this is an interesting outro. You really filtered it completely out to the sub. But hey yo, we are done. That is the end. Good shit, y'all. Good shit, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. I think this was a productive feedback stream. And hey, we're back. So yeah, hit up the Discord if you're not in it already. Tell your friends about the feedback streams so we can get these more popping. And I have some exciting plans for the futures of feedback streams. Name one thing going on in your background. What do you mean by that? Like what do you mean name one thing? Like you mean like address Yeah. Next Tuesday. But yeah, what do you mean by name it? Like just address the existence of one thing, or here? Actually here. 1 sec. I got you. This is like one of my favorite things. This is called a fuggler. And he just looks like he's stoned, and he's super fluffy, and sometimes I sleep with him, but his teeth aren't fluffy. And I think I named him like Greg or Tom at some point because that's the vibe, but I don't know. You guys should name him real quick. What does he look like to you? A Tim? I think it was a Tim, maybe. Maybe I named him Tim. Because he's really fluffy. And he doesn't creep me out, or he doesn't like me. It's a Furby. You think he's a Luke? I don't know about Luke. I don't think I'm feeling Luke. To be fair, it's hard for me to wake up sometimes. Like I'm such a chaotic like waker upper that yeah, I don't think I ever noticed if he was staring at me or not. But I like when he's staring at me. I think he's cute. First name Hell, last name Nah. A Luke ass smile. I think it's me that's the issue, because when I think Luke, I think like Luke Skywalker, and this guy doesn't seem like Luke Skywalker. Oh, you know what? For me, he gives a Ted vibe, like that fucking Mark Wahlberg bear plushy movie show TV thing. But yeah, maybe each stream I'll introduce you guys to another part of my room. But yeah, that's my Fugler. And so yeah, that's the end of the stream. I will drop timestamps on the video later when I get home, because I got to run some errands. But yeah, good shit, y'all. Thanks for submitting and for the donations and for hanging out while we go through some of y'all's music. And yeah, keep fucking being awesome and producing some bangers. And that was a lot of crunch this time. I think we should coin the term crunch for the new genre of executioner style stuff. Same time next year. Yeah, literally. But all right. Take it easy, everybody. Have an awesome rest of your night or day or wherever you are. Love you guys. Till next Tuesday. And also, as always, you check out my music. Check me out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. I be doing shit. All right. Bye.